Did you know that Bitcoin has outperformed the S&P 500 over the past decade? Sounds unbelievable, right? But here's the twist. What happens in 2025? Will stocks continue to dominate, or could cryptocurrencies take the lead? In today's video, we're diving deep into the battle of stocks versus crypto. Which one is the better investment as we enter 2025? Are you betting on the stability of traditional markets? Or are you taking a risk with the unpredictable world of digital currencies? Stay tuned, because we're breaking it all down, from the basics to expert predictions and everything in between. Stocks versus crypto. The basics. Let's start with the basics. What are stocks, and how do they work? When you invest in stocks, you're essentially buying a small piece of a company. You own a share, and if the company grows, your investment grows. Stocks often pay dividends, which are like a thank you bonus for being an investor. Think of companies like Apple, Amazon, or Tesla. Stable growth over time, but it usually takes years, if not decades, to see huge gains. In fact, stocks are a long-term game, and investing in companies with strong fundamentals often leads to consistent returns, even if it's slower than other investment options. Now, let's talk crypto. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum are digital assets that operate on something called blockchain. This is a decentralized network where transactions are verified without a central authority, like a bank. The result? Transparency, security, and yes, volatility. Unlike stocks, crypto doesn't pay dividends, and prices can skyrocket or crash in a matter of days or even hours. When you buy crypto, you're investing in an asset that isn't tied to any government or company. Its value is derived from market demand, adoption, and speculation. It's a new form of money that operates outside the traditional financial system, and that's a huge appeal to many investors who see it as the future of finance. The key difference, though, is the level of risk. While stocks are generally seen as safer and more predictable, crypto has a massive upside potential, but can be incredibly unpredictable. So, what's the big difference between the two? Stocks: stability, long-term growth, and dividends. Crypto: high risk, high reward, decentralization, and huge swings in price. Understanding these basics is key to knowing which one might be the better investment for you. Performance analysis. So how have these two performed historically? Let's take a look at the numbers. Over the past decade, Bitcoin has been a superstar, outpacing the S&P 500 by a huge margin. Bitcoin's early investors have seen incredible returns. If you invested $1,000 in Bitcoin back in 2011, it would have turned into millions today. In 2020 alone, Bitcoin surged by over 300%. But that's just one part of the story. What about 2025 trends? Looking ahead, inflation, regulation, and emerging technologies like artificial intelligence will play a big role in shaping the markets. If inflation continues to rise, more investors may flock to crypto as a hedge, believing it's more resistant to inflation compared to traditional currencies. After all, Bitcoin has a capped supply of 21 million coins, which many see as a safeguard against inflationary pressures that fiat currencies like the dollar or euro might face. On the flip side, stocks are less likely to face these types of extreme swings. The S&P 500 is made up of major companies, many of which will keep growing, adapting, and innovating. But it's still vulnerable to market corrections and slower growth than we've seen with crypto. Companies like Amazon, Apple, and Google have shown steady growth over the past decades. These companies are incredibly resilient, and their value increases over time, often reflecting overall economic growth. So, in a nutshell, stocks have been consistent, but crypto has been explosive. Risk and volatility. But let's talk about risk and volatility. This is where the rubber meets the road. Crypto is volatile. There's no denying it. Just look at Bitcoin's price from 2021 to 2022. It shot up to $69,000, only to fall below $20,000 a year later. Why does this happen? Well, market sentiment plays a huge role. When whales, the big investors, decide to buy or sell, it can cause massive price swings. Plus, without centralized control, a tweet from Elon Musk or news of a country banning crypto can send prices into a frenzy. On the other hand, stocks are more stable. While the stock market can experience corrections like the 2020 COVID crash or the 2008 financial crisis, it has a long history of recovery. In fact, the stock market tends to rebound after a major crisis, which is why many investors look at it as a safer, long-term option. But here's the catch. The stability of stocks comes with slower growth. If you want explosive returns, stocks might not be the best option. But if you want a steady increase over time, they are a safer bet. Future outlook: where to invest in 2025. So, what's next for both of these? What should we expect in 2025? In the world of crypto, institutional adoption is growing. Big companies like PayPal and Tesla are already accepting Bitcoin, and more centralized banks are looking into launching central bank digital currencies, CBDCs. This could make crypto more mainstream. Ethereum's upcoming upgrades are set to make it more scalable. And with AI-driven trading, we might see even faster price movements. For stocks, the future looks like AI-driven trading and robotics. Companies are diving into artificial intelligence, and those that adapt quickly could see huge gains. The rise of AI technology has already started disrupting sectors like healthcare, finance, and manufacturing. This means that companies who integrate AI into their products and services could see huge growth, which is exciting for stock investors. Conclusion: stocks and crypto both offer unique opportunities. If you're after steady growth, stocks might be your best bet. But if you're willing to embrace volatility for the potential of huge returns, then crypto could be a game changer. At the end of the day, the best investment strategy might be a combination of both. Diversifying your portfolio can give you the best of both worlds. In the ever-changing world of finance, it's crucial to understand your personal risk tolerance and what you're hoping to achieve with your investments. Now, I want to hear from you. Are you investing more in stocks or crypto in 2025? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more investment insights coming your way.